Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are good and doing well. Welcome to class 6 mathematics. So students, as you know that your midterms are going to be started soon. That's why we are going to review the topics that are coming in your midterms. So the topic that we are going to review is from chapter number 3, common fractions. As you know that this is your lecture number 38, and who I am? I am your teacher, Miss Falak Nas. So students, what we are review today, okay? Today we are going to cover exercise number 3.1, then exercise number 3.2, and as well as exercise number 3.6. Okay, so let's start from exercise number 3.1. In exercise number 3.1, the question number 1 is write down the fraction showing. Okay, what you have to write down? You have to write down the fraction. What you have to do, you have to convert this one in the fractional form. So the fraction form of 1/2, half means 2. So the fraction form of 1/2 will be 1 upon 2. Okay, second is the convert this one, okay, 1/4. Now what you have to do, you have to convert this 1/4 into the fractional form. So the fractional form of 1/4, quarter means 4. Okay, so the fractional form of quarter will be 1 upon 4. Okay, quarter means 4 and 1 means 1. So simply you will write 1/4. Okay, the first thing will be your numerator and the second thing will be your denominator. Then 2/3. Now you have to convert this 2/3 into fractional form. So what will be the fractional form of it? This one, 2 upon 3. 2 will be your numerator and third will be your denominator. Next is 9 out of 10. Now what you have to do, you have to convert it into fractional form. So 9 will be your numerator and 10 will be your denominator. So basically this is the way to solve question number 1 from exercise number 3.1. Now move on to question number 2 from the same exercise. Now in this, what you have to do, you have to reduce the given question or given fraction into the simplest form. Okay, this type of questions will be coming in your objective sections. Okay, so now first is 24 upon 36. What you have to do, you have to reduce it. Now how will you reduce it? You will divide the numerator and denominator with any one number. Okay, you will divide the numerator and denominator with any number, one number. Just suppose I'm going to divide this 24 and 36 by 2. I'm going to divide both the numbers by 2, or please keep it in your mind, you have to divide numerator and denominator with the same number. So how will you divide it? Simply you will write 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 into 2 is 4. Okay, 2, and simply you will write 2 into 1 is 2, 1 will be carried here, so it will become 16. So 2 into 8, it will become 16. So what your remainder will be? 12 upon 18. Okay, this is 12. Okay, please keep it in your mind, this is 12. Okay, so 12 upon 18 is the remainder. Now what you have to do, you have to divide 12 and 18 again with any one number. So as you can see, 12 and 18 can be again divided with 2. So simply you will divide this 12 and 18 again with 2. Okay, I'm going to divide it again with 2. Simply I will write 2 into 6 is 12 and 2 into 9 will be 18. Now I'm going to write it down in the next step, 6 upon 9. Now as you can see that the 6 can be divided with 2, but the 9 cannot be divided with 2. So we will move on to the next number, that is 3, and 3 can divide this 6 and 9. So simply you will write, we are going to divide this one by 3. So 3 into 2 is 6 and 3 into 3 will be 9. Okay, so the answer will be 2 upon 3, and 2 upon 3 cannot be further divided. So we will say that 2 upon 3 is the simplest form of the given question. Understand? Now move on to the next one. Next you have 154 upon 280. Again you have to choose a number that can divide the numerator as well as your denominator, that is 154 divided by 280. So I'm going to divide this number again with 2. Okay, I'm going to divide it with 2. So I will write it here, 2 into 7 will be 14. 1 will be carried to here. So it will become 14. And again 2 into 7 will be 14. Now I'm going to reduce it. How? 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 4 is 8. And 0 will be copied as it is. Okay. So what you will get? 77 upon 140. Now this 77 upon 140 cannot be divided with 2. It cannot be divided with 3. So we can directly divide it with 7. Okay, 7 is the number that can divide these two numbers. So how? 7 into 1 is 7. 7 into 1 is 7. 7 into 2 is 14 and 0 will be copied as it is. So what you will get at the end? 11 upon 20. So 11 upon 20 will be the right answer. Okay. Or you will say that 11 upon 20 is the simplest form of the given question, that is 154 upon 280. Now move on to the question number 3 from the same exercise, exercise number 3.1. Now question number 3, what you have to do, you have to decide which is greater. Okay, you have to decide which is greater in the given thing, which one is greater. Now look at here. 5 upon 6 or 6 upon 7. You have to decide which one is greater, 5 upon 6 or 6 upon 7. So for this, you have to convert this 5 upon 6 or 6 upon 7. Obviously, you will not divide this, decide it because the denominators are different. So what you will do, you will make the denominators common. Okay, you will make the denominators same by simply multiply this 6 with the 7 and this 7 also with the 6. Similarly, you are going to multiply this two number as well. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 7, it will become 35, and 6 multiplied by 7 will be 42. 6 multiplied by 6 will be 36, and 7 multiplied by 6 will be 42. So as you can see that now your denominators are same, 42 and 42. Now simply you can decide which one is greater, 35 upon 42 or 36 upon 42. So simply you will write that 36 upon 42 is greater than 35 upon 42. Okay, now this is not your answer. Okay, I'm repeating again, this is not your answer. Why this is not your answer? Because in the question they are asking you about 5 upon 6 or 6 upon 7. We are doing this just for our convenience, but answer should be 5 upon 6 or 6 upon 7. Now which one is greater, 5 upon 6 or 6 upon 7? So after making the common denominator, what we will get? We will get that this 6 upon 7 is greater than 5 upon 6. So you must have to write here this one, that 6 upon 7 is greater than 5 upon 6. If you will not write this step, you will get 0 marks. Now move on to question number 4. Arrange in descending order. What you have to do, you have to arrange the given fractions in descending order. So what are given fractions? 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4 and 2 upon 3. And as you can see that these are unlike fractions. So we cannot decide whether the given fraction, which one is greater and which one is lesser. Obviously they are unlike fraction. So first of all, we will make them like fractions. So how will we make them like fractions? This is the question. Simply what we will do, we will make the denominators common. So what are our denominators here? This 2, 4 and 3. So 2, 4 and 3 are denominators and we have to make it common. So what will be the number we should multiply them so that the answer will be same? So as you can see that if we will multiply this 2 by 6, this 4 by 3 and this 3 by 4, so we will get the common denominator, that is 12. So what we will do, we are going to multiply numerator and denominator both. Okay, this numerators and denominator we are going to multiply it with 6. This will be with 3 and this will be with 4. Okay, so when we are going to multiply it, what we will get? 1 multiplied by 6 is 6, 2 multiplied by 6 is 12, then comma, 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, then comma, 2 multiplied by 4 is 8 and 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Now, as you can see here, now your all denominators are common. So simply you will arrange them in descending order. Means you will first write down the greater fraction. Then at the end you will write down the lesser fraction. So which fraction is greater? This 9 upon 12. So simply you will arrange them. So as you will write 9 upon 12, then you will write 8 upon 12, and then simply you will write 6 upon 12. Now this is the descending order, but you are not going to stop here because you have to decide in this one. Okay, you have to write down the descending order of this one, not this one. Now what you will do, you will simply write the answer of 9 upon 12 is this one, 3 upon 4. So simply you will write the descending order. What is the descending order? 3 upon 4. 9 upon 12 is the answer of 3 upon 4. So 3 upon 4 first. Then 8 upon 12 is the answer of 2 upon 3. Then you will write 2 upon 3. And 6 upon 12 is the answer of 1 upon 2. So simply you will write at the end 1 upon 2. So this is the way to arrange the given unlike fractions in descending order. How? By making their denominators common. Now move on to question number 4. What you have to do in question number 4, change into improper fraction, of it is very simple. Now this is the mixed fraction and you have to convert it into improper fraction. Now when you are going to convert it into improper fraction, what you will do, you will multiply this 12 by 7. Okay, and then the answer will be added. Understand? Now 12 multiplied by 7 will be 84. Okay, 12 multiplied by 7 is 84, and 84 plus 11, it will become 95. So you will write here 95 upon 12. Denominator kept remain same. Okay, denominator will remain same, but your numerator will be changed. How it will change? Simply you will multiply 12 with 7. So 12 multiplied by 7 is 84. 84 plus 11 will be 95. Now in this question, again, you have to convert it into improper fraction. So simply what you will do, you are going to multiply this 23 with 14 and the answer will be added to 21. Okay. Now 23 multiplied by 14 will become 322. I am repeating again, 23 multiplied by 14 will become 322, and 322 plus 21, it will become 343. Okay, after multiplication and addition, it will become 343. So the answer will be 343 upon 23. So this is the way to convert any given mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now question number 6, express as mixed fraction. Now what you have to do, here you have an improper fraction. Okay, this is an improper fraction, and now you have to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. Now how will you convert it? Any question? What you will do, you will simply divide this 29 by 229. Okay, now look at here, how will you divide it? Now look at here. Simply you will write this one just like this. You will write 229 and then multiply, divide it with 229. Okay, now 29, 1 minute, 29 multiplied by 7, 1 minute. Okay, 29 multiplied by 7 will be equals to 203. Okay, now after subtracting, what you will get here, you will get here 26. Now after dividing, you will convert this into mixed fraction. So this 7 will become your whole number. This one, your remainder will become your numerator, that is 26, and denominator will remain same, that is 29. So the mixed fraction of 229 upon 29 will be 7 whole 26 upon 29. Okay. Now next is 100 divided by 90. Now again you have to convert it into which form? You have to convert it into mixed fraction form. So what you will do, you will simply divide them just like this. You will write here 1900. Okay, 1900. 100 divided by 19. So 19 multiplied by 5, 19 multiplied by 5 will become 95. Okay. After subtracting, what will be left here? 100 minus 95, your answer will be 5. Now, this is your quotient. Okay, this quotient will become your whole number. You will write it down here, 5. This remainder will become your numerator and your divisor will become your denominator. So, simply you will write 5 whole 5 upon 19. Now we are moving towards exercise number 3.2, and in exercise number 3.2 what you have to do, you have to simplify it. Means here you have a mixed fraction, and this mixed fraction, what you have to do, you have to simply simplify it. For this, what you will do, first you will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction, just like this. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 10 multiplied by 10 plus 2 will be 12 upon 5. Then add 10 multiplied by 1 is 10 and plus 3 it will become 13 upon 10. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 it will become 11 upon 12. Now as you can see here, you cannot add these fractions because the denominators are different. So what you will do, you will simply make the denominators common. How? By multiplying this 5 with 2 and this 2 with 5. So you will get the common denominator, that is 10. So this will be the answer. So when you will multiply this 12 by 2, you will get 24, and 5 multiplied by 2 is 24. It will 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. It will remain same because the denominator is 10 here. Now 11 multiplied by 5 will be 55 and 2 multiplied by 5 will be 10. Now all the denominators are same. So you will take your common denominator and simply add your numerators. Means you are not going to add the denominator because they are common. So you will write your common denominator here and simply add the numerator. So 24 plus 13 plus 55, it will be equals to 92 upon 5. It will be equals to 92 upon 5. Now as you can see that this 92 upon 5 can be reduced. How can you will reduce it? Simply you are going to divide this by 2. Okay, so 2 into 4 is 8, it will become 1. So 2 into 6 is 12 and 2 into 5 is 10. So after dividing it with 2, you will get 46 upon 55. As you can see that this is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into mixed fraction. So in the working column, what you will do, you will write here 46 divided with 5. This is 46. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 9 will be 45. 1 will be left here, 6 minus 1 after subtracting. So what will be your answer? 9 whole 1 upon 5. This question will become your whole number. So 9 whole 1 upon 5 is your answer. Okay. Now we are going to do again same question. Simplify. What you have to do now, you have to subtract it. Simply in the first step you have mixed fraction and you have to convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction. So 3 multiplied by 7 is 21. 21 plus 2, it will become 23 upon 3. Then sign of subtraction. 6 multiplied by 5 is 30. 30 plus 1 will become 31 upon 6. Okay, now as you can see here, the denominators are different. So what you will do, you can make this 3 6. So you will simply multiply this with 2 and this is again with 2. So 23 multiplied by 2 will become 46 and 3 multiplied by 2 will become 6. So now you will get here the common denominators. So simply you will take your denominator common and subtract 46 minus 31. So what you will get? You will simply get 15. So 46 minus 31 will be 15. Now as you can see that 15 is greater, that is your numerator. So simply you will convert it into the mixed fraction. Simply you will write 6 and, or what can you do? You can also divide it with the 3. Okay, how you will divide? You will simply divide it with 3, just like this. 3 into 5 is 15 and 3 into 2 is 6. Okay, now 5 and 2 cannot be divided further, so you will simply write it here. You are going to convert this 5 upon 2 into mixed fraction. Simply you will write here 2 and 5. So 2 into 2 will be 4 and will be left here. So this 2 will become your whole number and this remainder will become your numerator. So simply you will write 2 whole 1 upon 2. Students, please keep it in your mind, if you will get an improper fraction at the end, so you have to convert it into the mixed fraction. This is must. Okay. Now, next question, again, question number 3, you have to simplify it from the same exercise, that is exercise number 3.2. Now, what you have to do, simply, first you will convert them into the mixed improper fraction. So after converting into improper fraction, what you will get, 11 upon 4 minus 14 upon 5 plus 19 upon 5. As you can see, the denominators are different here. So simply you will make them common. So how will you make them common? Obviously, you will multiply this 4 with 5, this 5 with 4, and also this 5 with 4. So 11 multiplied by 5, it will become 55. 4 multiplied by 5, it will become 20. 14 multiplied by 4, it will become 56. And 5 multiplied by 4, it will become 20. 19 multiplied by 4, it will become 96. And 5 multiplied by 4, it will become 20 again. Okay, now as you can see here, you will get the denominators common. You have the common denominators here. So what you will do, simply you will take your denominator common and you will write here. Now what you will do, simply, as you can see here, this is 55, this is minus 56, and this is plus 76. So according to DMAS rule, you will perform addition first. So you will arrange them together. Okay, this is minus 56. So first you will write 55 and then this plus 76, and then you will subtract this minus 56. Okay, please keep it in your mind. First you will write 55 plus 76 and then minus 56, means first you will arrange them together and then subtract it. Okay, so 55 plus 76, it will become 131. Now you will subtract this minus 56. So 131 minus 56, it will become 75 upon 20. Okay, 75 upon 20. Now we are going to divide it with the 5. We are going to divide it with 5. How? 5 into 1 is 5 and 5 into 5 is 25 and 5 into 4 is 20. So you will get 15 upon 4. Now you will convert this 15 upon 4 into fractional mixed fraction and you will get 3 whole 3 upon 4. Okay. Now move towards the last exercise, that is exercise number 3.6. And the question number 1 is find the value of. Now what you have to do, simply you have to find out the value of 5 upon 7 of 210 meter. Now please keep it in your mind is that 5 upon 7 of means you will replace the sign of with sign of multiplication. So 5 upon 7 multiplied by 210. Okay, simply you will reduce it. How will you reduce it? You will write 7 into 1 is 7 and 7 into 3 is 21 and then 0. So what you will get here, 5 multiplied by 30 and 5 multiplied by 30 will become 150 meter. Understand? Now move on to the next question. Question number 2. What fraction of rupee 1 is Paisa 64? What means, what you have to do, you have to convert the Paisa 64 into the fractional form. As you can see here, you have rupee 1 and so as you can see, what fraction of rupee? Here you have rupee 1, okay? And here you have Paisa 64. So you will first convert it into the same form. So we know that 1 rupees is equals to 100 paisa. So simply what we will do, we will divide this 64 with 100, just like this. Simply we will divide this 64 by 100. And how will we divide it? We will reduce it with the number. So we are going to divide it with 2. So we will write here 2 into 3 is 6 and 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 5 is 10 and 0. Then what you will have 32 upon 50. This 32 upon 50 will also reduce with what? First of all, I'm going to erase it. Now look at here. Now again I'm going to divide it with 2. Okay, so 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 6 is 12, 2 into 2 is 4, and 2 into 5 is 10. So what you will get here, you will get 16 upon 25. Okay, as you can see, 16 and 25 cannot be reduced further, so this 16 upon 25 will be your answer. Now the last question, what fraction of 1 kg is 44 grams? Again, first unit is kg and another unit is gram. So simply you will write, we know that 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams. So for this, what we will do, we will divide this 44 by 1000, just like this. And again, I'm going to divide it with 2. Okay. So 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 5 is 10, 0 and 0. Okay. So answer will be 22 upon 500, and we will further divide it with 2. So simply we will get 11 upon 250. So 11 upon 250 we will get after dividing this with again 2. Okay. So this is the end of the lecture. Now what you have to do, class, you have to solve these questions. Okay, you have to solve this question. These questions are for practice, so you have to practice these questions. Okay, so please keep it in your mind. You have to practice this question in any copy, and then I'm going to ask the answer in the upcoming classes. So please note it down in your notebook. I hope it is clear to you. Means question number 1, you will write down the fraction showing 3 quarters, 4 out of 5. Then you will reduce it into the simpler form. Here you have to decide which one is greater and which one is lesser. Here you have to convert this into improper fraction. Here you have to add it. Now here you have to tell the fractional form of 25 gram. And here you have to tell the fraction form of rupees 30. Okay. So students, I'm going to end your lecture here. If you have any question, if you want to ask anything, please write it down in the comment section. You know your midterms are coming soon, or midterms are going to be started soon. So please keep it in your mind. You have to prepare each and every question. Okay. At the end, I would like to say thank you. Thank you so much for listening me. And I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay. Thank you so much.